Do you believe in magic? I know that I do. Join me as I get to peer behind the curtain and into the brilliant minds of Jussi Ängeslevä and Golan Levin. I'm very excited to have you both here on screen. Jussi, you are the marvellous talent behind Art.com, a studio that produces some of the most impressive art installations I have ever seen. And Golan, you are quite the pioneer, producing art that challenges how people interact with technology. How did you both find your way into becoming these kind of mystic wizard artists that you are today?
Like tried to mix technology and art, which means kind of not deciding. So not trying to do anything really properly ended up me in this place of getting to work with amazing people to do amazing things together.
You know, for me, I wouldn't say it's been a completely straight shot, but I've always wanted to combine, visual culture and, creative arts with technology since I was small. I had seen an exhibition at the MIT Museum when I was 10 years old that was of light art from some of the early CAVS folks. And it was like plasma spheres. And I was like, this is what I want to do.
I love it. So Jussi, I've heard on the grapevine that you have a lot of love. If anything, you are a super fan of Golan. Is that right?
Absolutely. You want to know why?
Yes.
I love the playfulness and the sort of giving the power to the user, because a lot of it is interactive, puts people behind the steering wheel. I love that.
Thanks.
Golan, you've got a bromance with Jussi too.
I do. Jussi is a master of what I call the zero scale prototype, which is like he makes one of something and it only has to work in that one place, which actually is a real privilege to be able to do, because then you can make it really, really right for the people who are there.
I'm really enjoying this nerdy tech loving happening around the world right now.
We haven't gotten nerdy yet. This is not.
That's what you say. Both of your work has been described as magical. How does that actually entwine itself into the process of your work?
Without question, that this is oftentimes a place where wonder and surprise comes in, that artists and designers are able to look at technologies that were produced by some corporation for some ostensible purpose and see some other way of using it. I've got the dark magic here and Jussi's got the light magic.
Jussi, let's talk about kinetic rain.
It's an artwork that a couple of years back we did at the Singapore airport. It's 1,200 copper droplets that are moving 10-meter vertical span in these two big matrices. And so they create different forms and shapes. It's like a poetry in motion, but in real physical motion.
Amazing. Golan, you are the OG in terms of experience and experimenting with technology.
I really like a comment that computational poet Alison Parrish has said, which is that the only ethical application of AI is art. There's just tons of ways in which it's either able to create interactive experiences that are really new, or to create images that are really uncanny and sort of totally unseen and novel. So I recently completed a project with my former student, Lingdan Huang. I wanted to be able to generate faces that look like faces, both right side up and upside down. And you sort of get the surprise of seeing a face twice where there was one. And we have a ton of like brainware dedicated to like processing faces. So it's a fun surprise. And then the end result is very uncanny and kind of unexpected.
The future. Is it bright?
Right now, I see with my students this shift into much, much more kind of a political awareness, action, and making change in the world. I try to push them to keep hands dirty in the substance, in writing code, in building things, but they're like, how you're going to change the world with the things that you're doing. I mean, just like a shift in the balance.
So Jussi is saying, that the arts and design can help, may not be able to solve problems, but can point a way. And you asked Gemma, is the future bright? Whether or not the future is bright, I think that the arts exist in part to make it worth living for.
Fantastically inspiring. Magic and wonder are two of my favorite places to be in. Thank you so much, Golan and Jussi. It seems to me that the true magic is in flexing our curiosity, Coming up, we'll chat with Jussi and Golan once more for a front row view on the future of art and technology.
Hyundai Motor, connecting art and technology.